Here we are on the site of what's going to be the Thanet Parkway station. We're just outside of the village of Cliff's End, about half a mile outside of Cliff's End, and you can see it's a huge agricultural area, been used for farming for hundreds of years, I would expect. But the plan is to build a station just right here. It's going to be on both sides of the railway line, and here behind me, where the field has been ploughed, is going to be a car parking space for about 300 cars, and where we stood now there's going to be a road that goes right up to the roundabout, and that's going to be the access road for people to come into the railway station, park the car, get on the train, go to Ashford, go to London, go to Canterbury. So that's a plan. What perplexes me about this station is why locate a brand new railway station in the middle of the countryside. It really does seem a bit strange. I know one of the explanations that Kent County Council has given is so that it will help to service Discovery Park, or it will help up the top there to service any industrial or commercial development that might be taking place on the old airport site. But that can't be right. I mean, the airport is already well serviced by dual carriageways and modern roads, and Discovery Park, it's got its own station at Sandwich, which is much nearer than the proposed Thanet Parkway station. So I think the explanation of building a station here to service the industrial estates at Discovery Park and at the ex-Manston Airport site is a red herring. It's nothing to do with that at all, because they're already perfectly well serviced. I think what it is the station has been located here primarily to attract developers to put in planning applications to build on all these fields. I think that's the truth of the matter, and my great worry is if planning permission is given for this station, and that's going to happen next year, I believe, in 2016. If planning permission is granted, then you're going to see developers flocking round like flies round a honeypot, wanting to get some of the action, and ultimately will mean that all of this land up to the airport and round into the village of Cliff's End is going to be ripped up and built over. And the big worry I've got is that Cliff's End is going to be absorbed into Ramsgate. There's going to be no separate, distinct village of Cliff's End anymore. It's all going to become housing, with a station that's here which will service the people living in the new housing. And it really is disingenuous to argue that that station is anything to do with the industrial parks. And it should be opposed that there is absolutely no need to be building new housing here. There's lots of brownfield sites within the urban boundaries of Thanet. There can be new buildings put there. There's lots of empty commercial and industrial buildings which could be turned into flats. And also as well, I think that the council's estimation of 12,000 houses is perhaps an overestimate. I really feel that 4,000 to 6,000 houses is more realistic than 12,000, and it would be an absolute tragedy to dig all this area up, to cover it in concrete, and to despoil the countryside that is a feature of Thanet. It's not needed. Thanet shouldn't be taking up the overspill of London from London's growth. Neither should Thanet become a home to speculation and property development. The council really should dig its heels in firmly and say no.